Hello everyone, my name is Wu Jingjing and I come from China. I'm a PhD candidate in performing arts at City University Malaya. It's a very great honor for me to participate in the International Conference on Aging and Society. Today I will be sharing my research on the topic, motivations and the challenge of elderly women's engagement in music. Let me introduce briefly about my research. This research focuses on the motivations and the challenges faced by elderly women who participate in music at an elderly university in Hefei, China. By using grounded theory, the study explores what drives these women to engage in music and the obstacles they encounter along the way. Key motivations including health, social, emotional, artistic, recognition, and growth motivation. On the other hand, challenges come from health, resources, family responsibilities, technology, and learning challenges. The study finds that there is a dynamical balance between motivations and challenges. Motivations push these women to participate, but challenges can hold them back. At last, the research provides suggestions on how to support their continued involvement in music. My presentation has four main sections. First, the introduction, where I will outline the research background and key questions guiding this study. Second, the research process. Explain the method used, especially how grounded theory was applied for data collections and analysis. Next, in the conclusion, I will share the findings, including the motivations and challenge models, and explain the relationship between the factors in these models. Lastly, I will discuss the interaction between motivations and challenges. Let's first take a look at the picture on the right. They are playing Chinese instruments, 古筝. I took the photo during a music festival performance at Hefei at the university, which I was invited to attend early in this year. Seeing the vibrant energy of the performance, my first thought was, how old are these performers? That's right. To enroll in the university, all students must be at least 50 years old. After returning home, I couldn't stop thinking about the performance. The image of the performers, their energy, and the passion on stage stayed with me. It made me wonder, what drives them to learn and take part in music performances? How long did they practice to reach such a level? How did their teachers guide them? And more importantly, what challenges did they face along the way? These questions kept coming to me, and that is what inspired my research. I framed two key research questions. First, what motivates elderly women to engage in music activities? Second, what challenges do they face in the process? Through literature review, I find that in today's world, with an aging population, active aging has become an important goal. Most research has focused on how music benefits the health of the elderly, especially improving well-being, recognition function, and life satisfaction. However, there's still a gap in understanding why elderly women choose to engage in music and what specific challenges they face. This research aims to explore their motivations and challenges. It will not only help us understand how elderly women find self-fulfillment through music, but also provide a foundation for future policies to support their continued participation. Now, let's move on to the second part, the research process. I choose grounded series as a methodology for this study. The approach is ideal for exploring the motivations and challenges for elderly women in music because it builds theories directly from data, which is crucial for understanding complex and less explored topics. As you can see from the flowchart on the right, the process started with defining the research problem. Next, the data is collected through interviews. The data is then analyzed in three stages: open coding, active coding, and selective coding. Once no new categories or relationships emerge, we reach theoretical centration, which allows us to construct and expand the final theory. Now, let's introduce the sample details for this study. The participants are from Hefei, Anhui, China, and they are all elderly women aged between 55 and 75 years. There are 10 participants in total, all of whom are currently enrolled in various music classes at University for the Elderly. From the table, we can find these women come from diverse educational and occupational background. Their years of participation in music range from 4 to 20 years, and they engaged in different types of music activities, including choir, piano, and so on. This variety provides a rich perspective on their experiences in music participation. Now, I will explain the data collection and analysis process. I use the semi-structured interviews to gather the data. Due to time limitation, I will focus on the coding process for motivations as an example. Let's start with open coding. In this process, I identified initial categories and then developed a concept from participant statements. For example, and the categories of physical health, we derived the concept like the benefits of singing and the music promotes health. One participant said, the benefits of singing to our body are undeniable. It positively impacts all 8 systems of the human body. This statement shows how singing improves the physical health, leading to the concept of benefits of singing. Through the open coding, physical health emerged as a major motivation for elderly women to participate in music activities. Health-related motivation play a crucial role in their continued involvement in music. Now, let's look at the Excel coding process, where we connect the concept from open coding to broad categories. This helps us understanding how specific motivations link to large themes. For example, as emotional motivation, we identified the conception of achievement and satisfaction. This represents the emotional rewards that women extract from mastering musical skills and performing successfully. This sense of accomplishment and joy motivates them to continue participating in music activities. By grouping these concepts and emotional motivations, we see how important emotional rewards are in driving their ongoing engagement in music. In the selective coding process, I identified 6 key motivations for elderly women's participation in music. These motivations are interconnected and influence each other. I will explain it in next section. Through saturation testing, we confirm that no new themes emerged, allowing us to finalize the theory. Let's move into the third section. Firstly, we will take a look at the motive model, Figure 3. The motivations are divided into two main types, intrinsic and extrinsic. First of all, intrinsic motivation. An example is emotional motivation. Elderly women feel proud and fulfilled when they perform the music, which boosts their confidence and happiness. For extrinsic motivation, an example is health motivation. Music helps improve both their physical and mental well-being, reduce stress, and lift their mood. In summary, these intrinsic and extrinsic motivations work together to keep everyone engaged in music, providing them with a personal satisfaction and a sense of belonging. Okay, let's now focus on the relationship between the motivations in the model. Health motivations is foundation. It supports all other motivations by providing the physical and mental strength needed to participate in music. Without good health, it's hard for elderly women to stay engaged. Emotional motivation is the core motivation. This drives them to seek joy and fulfillment through music, and emotional satisfaction keeps them motivated to continue. The other motivations, such as artistic, growth, social, and recognition, are all interconnected and supported by health and emotional motivation. Artistic motivation allows for self-expression, which boosts emotional satisfaction. Growth motivation encourages learning and self-improvement, which also feeds back into emotional and artistic fixation. Social motivation helps build a relationship that further supports emotional well-being. Finally, recognition motivation provides approval from others, reinforcing their social and emotional needs. Now, let's move on to the challenger model, Figure 4. The model also identifies two main types of challenges, intrinsic and extrinsic. Starting with intrinsic challenges, these include technology challenges, which elderly women struggle with outdated equipment or limited digital skills, and making it harder to engage with modern music tools. Health challenges where age-related issues limit their physical and mental abilities to participate in music. For extreme challenges, two key areas are resource challenges, as limited access to music resources and the teaching reduces their opportunities to improve. Family responsibilities, where caring for family members limit their time and energy for music. Now, let's look at how the challenges in the model are connected. Health challenges are central, affecting both technology and learning challenges. Poor physical and mental health makes it harder to use technology and continue learning. Technology and learning challenges also influence each other. Lack of tech skills can slow learning, and learning difficulties can make use of technology harder. A family responsibilities limit the time and energy women can spend on learning music. While resource challenges can even more difficult to access the tools and guidance needed for technology and learning. In summary, these challenges are interconnected and often reinforce one another, making it harder than elderly women to stay engaged in music. Now we come to the final part. From the figure, we can find that the relationship between motivations and challenges is dynamic. Its motivations drive elderly women to overcome challenges and stay engaged in music. For example, emotional fulfillment and personal growth push them to address health issues or learning difficulties. On the other hand, challenges can inhibit motivations. Issues like resources scarcity or family responsibilities can reduce their ability to participate. Maintaining a balance between motivations and challenges is key. When motivations are strong enough to counter challenges, their participation remains stable. In conclusion, there are 5 key strategies to support elderly women to overcoming challenges in music participation. Together, these strategies create a comprehensive support system to help elderly women stay active in music. Before concluding this speech, I'd like to say the great needs of elderly women lies in the heavy responsibility they carry throughout their lives. In traditional Chinese culture, there is a saying, caring for the old above and the young below, which reflects the roles these women played as mothers, doctors, and wives. They balanced work and family, often shouldering great responsibilities. While doing so, they also had their own dreams and aspirations. Even now, they continue to seek new experiences through music, showing a courageous and positive attitude towards life. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, the purpose of life is to live it, to test the experience to its utmost. And these elderly women truly embody the strength and brilliance through their ongoing participation in music. My report is over. Thanks for your listening.